Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to our Zoology online class. Hope you are very happy, and I hope you all studied the last class question answers. So, dear students, today we are going to study about the next topic. Okay, in the last class we studied about the structure and functions of the male reproductive system. Okay, structure and functions of the male reproductive system. Hope you all studied this question. It's an important 5-mark question. Then today we are going to study about the structure and functions of the female reproductive system. Okay, structure and functions of the female reproductive system. See, this female reproductive system is a little complex than the male reproductive system. Okay, because in male reproductive system, the functions may be the productions of the gamete, male sex cells, transporting the gamete to the female reproductive system. These are the functions. But here, in female reproductive system, the female reproductive system doing some additional functions. Additional functions meaning, example, the ovulation. Ovulation meaning the process of removal of egg from the ovary. This is the additional function of the female reproductive system. And maintaining the pregnancy. Okay, maximum 9 months is the pregnancy period. So the maintaining the pregnancy and developing the female reproductive system, only giving the place to develop the fetus. Okay, then childbirth. So these are some of the additional functions of the female reproductive system. So these functions are completely absent in the male reproductive system. So the female reproductive system doing some additional functions than the normal male reproductive system. Understand? So now we are going to study about the structure and functions of the male reproductive system. So first I explain about the structure of the female reproductive system. So listen very carefully. See, the first parts, like the male reproductive system, the female reproductive system also made up of some components or parts. For example, here also a pair of ovaries are present. Ovary is the primary female reproductive organ. Okay. Then ovary, fallopian tube, uterus, vagina, accessory gland, mammary gland. So these are some of the important components of the female reproductive system. So now we are going to study about all these components one by one. Listen very carefully. The first one is ovaries. Ovaries, a pair of ovaries are present in the female reproductive system, and it is the primary female sex organ. Primary female sex organ. And the major functions of the this ovary is producing the female gametes. Female gamete name is egg or ovum. Egg or ovum is the female gamete or female sex cell. So the production of this female gamete is the primary functions of the ovary. Understand? So already I told you a pair of ovaries, 2 ovaries are present. And size of the ovary is 2 to 4 centimeter. Okay, size of the ovary is 2 to 4 centimeter. Like the testes, male reproductive organ testes, the female reproductive organ ovary also covered by a connective tissue membrane is called tunica albiculi. Okay, so the ovary also covered by a membrane, it is called tunica albiculi. Then the inner side of the ovary, a special part is there. This special part is called ovarian stroma. Okay, so ovarian stroma is one of the important parts present in the inner side of the ovary, and it is divided into 2 regions. Outer region is called the cortex and the inner region is called the medulla. Okay, outer region is cortex and inner region is called the medulla. So the ovarian stroma is divided into cortex and medulla. The cortex region consists of more amount of ovarian follicle playing a very important role in the formation of ovum. So ovarian follicles only very important for the development of ovum or egg. So it is present in the cortex region, and the medulla region consists of more amount of connective tissue, blood vessels, lymphatic vessels and nerves. So these parts or these organs are present in the medulla region or connected with the medulla region. Hope you all understood this point. Then the next point is mesovarium. Mesovarium meaning it is a ligament. So the ovary is connected, one end of the ovary is connected with both pelvic wall, the side of the pelvic walls, and also connected with the uterus. Okay, so each ovary is connected with the wall of the pelvic region. Pelvic region meaning here hip region. So the wall of the hip region is connected with the ovary, and the uterus also connected with the ovary through a ligament. Name of the ligament is called mesovagium. Name of the ligament is called mesovagium. This is the structure of the female reproductive system. Here this is the ovary. So this ovary is connected with this uterus and the wall of the pelvic region through a structure is called mesovagium. So this is the mesovagium, and here this is the mesovagium. Hope you understood this one. So it's one more question also. Then second part. So now we completed the first part, ovary. Okay, this is the ovary. One ovary is the second ovary. Then second part is fallopian tube, otherwise called oviduct. Otherwise called ovary. It's a very long tube-like structure connecting the ovary with the uterus. So this is the ovary, this is the uterus. Here this is the ovary, this is the uterus. So this uterus is connected with a tube-like structure. This tube-like structure is called fallopian tube, otherwise called oviduct. Okay, so now we are going to study about the structure of the fallopian tube. See, this fallopian tube is made up of three parts. One is the infundiculum, second one is ampulla, and third one is the isthmus. Here, this is the infundiculum region, this is the ampulla region, and this is the isthmus region. Okay, see, listen very carefully. See, it's over. Okay, see, one end of this fallopian tube is in funnel-shaped structure. As a funnel-shaped structure, this funnel-shaped structure is called infundiculum. Funnel-shaped structure is called infundiculum. And at the end of this infundiculum, many small finger-like projections are there. These finger-like projections are called fimbriae. These finger-like projections are called fimbriae. And the main function of this fimbriae is collecting the egg or ovum from the ovary and sending the egg through this tube to the uterus. Understand of you? So fimbriae is a funnel-like structure present on the end of the infundiculum. Present in the end of the infundiculum, and function is collecting the egg or ovum from the ovary. Hope you understood this point. Then next to this infundiculum, one part is there, it is called ampulla region, and next to this ampulla, this isthmus is present. This isthmus is a very short, thick-walled tube connecting this ampulla with the uterus. So the isthmus region only connecting this ampulla region with the uterus. So hope you are understood this point. So fallopian tube is a very long tube-like structure. This may has three regions: isthmus, ampulla, and infundiculum. Here infundiculum is the funnel-shaped structure, and at the end of the infundiculum, it is many small finger-like projections are there. They are called fimbriae, and this fimbriae only collecting or taking the egg from the ovary and passing to the next region. Understand? Then next region is called ampulla. Ampulla next to ampulla, isthmus is present. Isthmus is a very short, thick tube. Understand? So that's all about this fallopian tube. Understand a few? Then next part is uterus. So this region is called uterus region. This uterus region is a hollow organ, so empty organ, thick muscular organ, and the shape of this uterus is inverted pear shape. Inverted pear shape. Okay, and it has two regions. This region is called body region, and this region is called fundus region. Okay, so body region is the major part of the uterus, and below this body one more region is there. It is called fundus region. It is called fundus region. Understand? Then this uterus is open with next part. Name of this part is called cervix. Okay, name of this part is called cervix. Okay, so the next part of the uterus is called cervix. Understand of you? Understand? Okay, listen very carefully here. This is cervix, this is the uterus. So next to this cervix, vagina is there. Vagina is a long muscular tube-like structure. So this cervix region opened with this uterus region through a small opening or through a small canal. It is called external orifice. It is called external orifice. Then this cervix is opened with this vagina through a small opening. It is called external orifice. So here internal orifice, here external orifice. Cervix open with this uterus through a small canal, it is called internal orifice, and the cervix opened with the vagina through a small canal or opening, it is called external orifice. So two orifices are present in the cervix region. Hope you understood this point. Then the last point about this uterus is the wall of the uterus is made up of 3 layers. There are 3 layers are present in the wall of the uterus. The outermost layer is called perimetrium. It's a very thin layer. And the middle layer is called myometrium. It's a muscular layer. It is completely made up of muscles. And the inner layer is called endometrium, is the glandular layer, because many glands are present in the endometrium. So perimetrium is the outer layer of the uterus, and myometrium is the middle layer of the uterus, and endometrium is the inner layer of the uterus. Understand all of you? Understand? So I hope you are understood the structure of the uterus. Okay, so uterus is a hollow organ, empty organ, muscular organ, inverted pear-shaped organ. It has 2 important regions. The major region is called body region and the fundus region. This uterus is opened with the next part is called cervix. Through a orifice, it is called internal orifice. Understand? And the wall of the uterus is made up of 3 layers. One is the perimetrium, outermost layer. Then the myometrium is the inner middle layer, and the endometrium is the inner layer. Hope you all understood the structure of the uterus. Then next, vagina, this part. Okay, vagina is the female external genital organ. It's a copulatory organ for the sexual activities. This organ is playing a very important role in the sexual activities. Okay, it's a muscular tube-like organ. It's a copulatory organ, and some more external genital organs also present near this vagina. They are called labia majora, labia minora, and hymen. So these are some of the other external genital organs present near the vagina region. Hope you understood about this vagina. Here, hymen is a small membrane. So the outer side, the opening of the vagina is partially closed by a small membrane-like structure. It is called hymen. It is called hymen. Okay, so this hymen is rupture or breakdown during the first sexual activities or first coitus. Understand? But in some female reproductive system, this hymen also may rupture during some hard exercise or during doing some hard works, cycling, horse riding, riding. So these times also, sometimes in some reproductive system, female reproductive system, this hymen is rupturing. Understand all of you? So it's a very small membrane partially closing the opening of the vagina. Hope you all understood the structure of the vagina. Then next one is the accessory glands. Okay, next one is the accessory glands. Okay, in male reproductive system, some accessory glands we studied. Like that, in female reproductive system also, 3 glands are present. 3 accessory glands are present in the female reproductive system. So the first accessory gland is called Parthenolymph glands. Parthenolymph glands. This Parthenolymph gland is present posterior to the vagina. Both side of the posterior region of the vagina, one gland is there. This is called Parthenolymph gland. This gland secreting a fluid. This fluid is very important for the lubrication of the vagina. Lubrication of the vagina. Understand a few? And this gland secreting the fluid. Okay, already told. So this fluid is equal to the fluid secreted by the bulbourethral gland of the male reproductive system. Already in the last class we studied about the male reproductive system. One gland is there, bulbourethral gland. So that bulbourethral gland secretion is equal or homologous to the secretions of these Parthenolymph glands. Okay. The second gland is called Skene's gland. This Skene's gland is present at anterior to the vagina, anterior region of the vagina. These glands also secreting a fluid. This fluid also support or helps for the lubrication. Okay, and this gland's secretion is equal or homologous to the secretions of the prostate gland of the male reproductive system. In the last class we studied about the male reproductive system. Prostate gland is one of the important gland, and that gland secreting a fluid. Okay, so that fluid is equal to the fluid secreted by this Skene's gland. Okay, so now we studied 2 important accessory glands, Parthenolymph glands and Skene's glands. Okay, so both glands secrete. One gland is present on the anterior side of the vagina and one gland is present on the posterior side of the vagina. Both glands are secreting two types of fluids and both fluids are supporting for the lubrication of the vagina. Okay, then next, the last accessory gland is the mammary gland. Mammary gland is otherwise called milk producing gland. It is a modified sweat gland. This mammary gland is present in both sexes, present in both male reproductive body and also in female body. But in male body, this gland's functions is not activated. This gland is an inactivated gland. But in female body, this gland is an activated gland. Okay, so the mammary gland is otherwise called milk producing gland. It's a modified sweat gland present in both sexes, but the function is we can see only in the female reproductive or in the female body. Understand a few? Understand? So now we are going to study the structure of this mammary gland. This mammary gland, a pair of mammary gland is present in the thoracic region. Thoracic region meaning chest region. Okay, then this gland is maximum, it is made up of fat. Okay, many glandular tissues are there and many fat or high amount of fat is present in this gland. Okay, then in the center region of this mammary gland, a subpigmented area is present. Pigmented area means color area is present. It is called alveola. Maximum it is black in color. Okay, so a pigmented area is present in the center region of the mammary gland. This area is called areola. Then the inner side, this mammary gland is made up of 20 to 25 small lobules. It is made up of 20 to 25 small lobules are present inside the mammary gland. And each lobes are again divided into many lobules. Each lobes are again divided into many lobules. Okay, so inside the lobules, a special type of cells are there. It is called alveoli. It is called alveoli. These alveoli cells only are responsible for the production of milk. So the milk producing cells of the mammary gland is called alveoli. It is called alveoli. Okay, so listen the next points very carefully. See, these cells, the alveoli cells are connected with a tubule. Name of the tubule is called mammary tubules. Many mammary tubules are togetherly forming a duct. It is called mammary duct. Then many mammary duct togetherly forming another one tube-like structure is called mammary ampulla. Mammary ampulla. This mammary ampulla is opened with this lactiferous duct. Then the lactiferous duct is opened with a sinus. It is called lactiferous sinuses. This lactiferous sinuses only act as a temporary reservoir for the storage of milk. Temporary reservoir for the storage of milk. Okay. Then this lactiferous sinuses is opened in the outer side around the nipple areas. So the side of the nipple region, many small holes are there. That holes are called lactiferous sinuses. So through these lactiferous sinuses only the milk is coming outside. Understand a few? Understand a few? So this is the structure of the mammary gland. Then this mammary gland is developed during the period of puberty. During the period of puberty. Understand? Then the size of the mammary gland is little big in the non-pregnant women than the pregnant women. Okay? Because the reason is in non-pregnant women the mammary gland consists of more amount of fat. More amount of fat is deposited in the mammary gland of the non-pregnant women. So the size is little enlarged than the pregnant women. Understand a few? Understand? So that's all about the structure of the mammary gland. So mammary gland is otherwise called milk producing gland. It is a modified sweat gland. It is present in both sexes. But we can see the functions only in the female body. It is present in the thoracic region. Then it is made up of many glandular cells and fat. More amount of fat is present. Okay, and many small tubes are there. Through these tubes only the milk is coming outside. Tubes example, the mammary tubules. This mammary tubules opening with the mammary duct. Then the mammary duct open with the mammary ampulla. Mammary ampulla open with the lactiferous duct. Then this duct will open with this lactiferous sinuses. Okay, through these tubes or through these pipes only, milk is moving from the alveoli cells of the alveoli to outside. Understand of you? Okay, my dear students, now we have completed the female reproductive system. Okay, this is the structure of female reproductive system. This is important for 2 mark question. Sometimes this diagram may be asked for 2 mark question. Okay, so today we have completed the parts, the structure and functions of the female reproductive system. Hope you all understood today's class. So I hope today itself you will study this questions. Okay, it's an important 5 mark question and this diagram is important for 2 mark question. Okay, dear students, study well. We will meet in the next class. Thank you.